Part 4. Practice. Returning to your factory default setting. Embracing the inner salesman and the miracle of recall. We've established that the root of all suffering is thinking in your natural state. Your factory default setting is love, peace, and abundance. So, if that's the default, why does the stress keep coming back? Joseph and Gwen explains this beautifully. When you find yourself in a state of deep peace and quiet contentment, your ego, your overactive, thinking mind, acts like an inner salesman. It knows its job is to keep you safe by keeping you thinking and worrying. The inner salesman will whisper, "Wait a minute, you're too calm. This can't be right. You should be planning. You should be checking your phone. Something must be wrong because you're not striving." This is a great challenge of the practice. The moment you feel too good, your thinking mind tries to convince you there's a problem. Your job is not to eliminate these thoughts. You can't. Your job is to quickly reduce the time it takes to remember the truth. When that frantic thought arises, the moment of power is when you say, hello, inner salesman. I see you, but this is just a thought, and I don't have to believe it. This practice is not about fixing yourself, because here's the ultimate truth. You are not broken. You don't need to be repaired. You simply need to remember that you are already the peace, the joy, and fulfillment you are seeking. Practical guide, creating space, not fighting. If we can't fight our thoughts, what can we actively do? The answer is create space. We remove the factors that prime our mind for constant, frantic thinking. Let me give you a simple framework for creating a non-thinking environment. 1. Audit and remove physical and digital triggers. Our physical state heavily influences our thought-o-meter. Ask yourself, physical health. What external stimulants am I consuming that push me into the fight or flight red zone? Think about excessive caffeine, sugar, or poor nutrition that creates bodily stress, which in turn leads to mental stress. A calmer body encourages a calmer mind. Digital consumption. What digital inputs trigger my overthinking? Unfettered access to news cycles, endless social media comparisons, or toxic comment sections act like mental stimulants. The key is to minimize the amount of external drama you allow your mind to process. A conscious digital detox is not just for peace. It's a direct method for reducing unnecessary thinking. 2. Implement the morning activation ritual. The first 30 minutes of your day are crucial. They set the energetic tone. Instead of grabbing your phone the moment you wake up, immediately loading your brain with hundreds of external thoughts and problems. Choose a non-thinking ritual. Meditate for 10 minutes. Go for a silent walk. Play with your pet. Simply sit and enjoy your coffee without trying to think. Starting your day from a place of quiet presence allows your inner wisdom to gently guide your next steps, rather than letting the inner salesman dictate a stressful, frantic agenda. The freedom from destructive habits. One of the most powerful applications of this work is overcoming destructive habits, whether it's binge watching, emotional eating, or excessive worrying. Joseph and Gwen offers a powerful simplification of a deep psychological process to cut the cord on these self-defeating behaviors. The core realization is that these habits are not you. They are simply a result of believing a painful thought. Here is the quick, powerful process, simplified. Awareness, the pre-moment right before you engage in a destructive habit. Stop and notice two things. What are you thinking? And what are you feeling? E.g., thinking, I deserve a break. This anxiety is too much. Feeling overwhelmed. The question, the pivot, ask yourself the most liberating question. Is it absolutely 100% true that I will be worse off if I don't do this habit right now? For the vast majority of habits, the answer is a resounding no. The release, the insight, see the thought for what it is, a lie created by your old conditioning. When you realize the thought isn't true, you no longer need the habit to cope with it. Let go, surrender the effort, and wait. You will immediately feel a sense of lightness and peace. This lightness is your insight. It is a direct experience of returning to your peaceful default setting. You've just experienced a tiny miracle. The problem dissolved because you stopped feeling the thought that created it. We have traveled through the entire framework of don't believe everything you think. The final takeaway is the most comforting of all. The journey is not about acquisition. It's about realization. You don't need to acquire peace, joy, or success. You just need to stop thinking the thoughts that convince you that you don't already have them. True freedom is knowing that every emotion you feel is temporary, created by a transient thought. And when you let the thought pass, your effortless, loving, peaceful nature shines through. If you are ready to stop fighting your mind and start living from a place of effortless peace, this insight is the only thing you need.